Greetings to all our fellow listeners at home, transportation vehicles, as well as in the working place. I'll be hosting tonight's show with Mr. T.C. Maseko all the way from Middelburg. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we'll be talking about Mr. Maseko's life timeline from the childhood to his current stage. Mr. Maseko, it is our privilege to have you as our guest tonight at Dzombeni Motivational Studio channel. Over to you, Mr. Maseko.
Greetings to my fellow listeners and mostly to my supporters. I am really grateful to be invited by one of the most admired motivation channels. I hope my lifetime story will motivate and have strong impact to your lives.
Mr. Maseko, may you please briefly tell us about yourself? Actually, who are you?
I'm a young entrepreneur, a life coach, as well as a geologist, an ambitious man with extremely goals to accomplish. I'm a people's person, kind and open-minded.
Mr. Maseko, quickly take us back to foundation phase. How was your childhood stage?
My childhood was the best stage I ever lived in my life. The time I was still young, I had everything I needed.
Wow.
I mean, I was able to have what I wanted. Most of people thought that I was from golden family, but it never occurred to them that I, as well, am a person. What do I mean by person? I mean, they never know that I was raised by a single parent, which I'm very grateful to have her in my life and all she had done for me.
Thank you, Mr. Maseko. Do you know that in this generation, spoiling a child might have a negative effect on their life at a youth stage?
I cannot say I'm not aware of such behavior, but such behavior can be easily prevented. I myself, as I said before, I had everything I needed. Means I was one of the spoiled kids, but that didn't determine my future character. Most spoiled kids misuse the advantage of being spoiled and end up in a miserable life.
You said such behavior can be avoided, but you are interested to know how one can prevent such behavior. And Mr. Maseko, how did you manage to cope in your academically senior phase with this behavior of being spoiled in the presence of your peers?
A way to prevent such behavior, parents are advisable to apply positive reinforcement over the life of their young adults.
Exactly.
In my academical senior phase, being spoiled never affected those who are around me in a negative way, but in a positive way. I was sharing everything I had with those who do not have. For example, if I was given 10 rand daily as my pocket money, when you check, we are about 6 in a group, so I was dividing it or buying lunch that could feed all of us.
Sharing is good.
Being spoiled do not mean we are special. You only have that capability to obtain what others can't, but can really destroy your future by depending on it.
Mr. Maseko, if I may say so, you look like a young businessman. When did you complete your matric and how was life after matric? Because others, they have that in mind. After matric, it's like moving from a pain to power. What does this entail to you?
I completed my matric in 2012 at Elikhanswini Technical School. Our school was not bad at all, but beneficial to some of us. Life after matric was not hard, but full of distraction as we start to set our own mindset. I myself did such, which affected my studies duration circle. We are familiar with such phrases that influence students' mind, as the one has already been mentioned above. I have a strong belief that after matric, life moves from pain to power, but cannot be done without knowledge. As Matiba said, knowledge is power to change the world. So even us, if we want to obtain such power, we need to further our objective studies to enable us to be in possession of qualification.
Okay, Mr. Maseko, thanks for everything, but what do you do for a living?
I am a CEO of Linear Group, whereby we provide unlimited services, such as business consultant, life coaching, and projects.
When did you launch and what was the motive behind the spirit of being a young entrepreneur?
Linear Group was established in 2017 when I came across business owners of different companies having a similar challenge. Then it's where I decided to establish my own company. The motive behind all I have completed is the world we're living in. I was working for some private sector organizations whereby our efforts are not appreciated and hardly recognized, while the owner benefits and living the luxury life. So I asked myself, what will I do with the time, strength, and mindset that I'm putting on other companies? Then suddenly, boom, Linear Group helps a lot and changed the world.
So, Mr. Maseko, how can you motivate our fellow listeners in their various locations?
First of all, never believe in your outer look, but believe in your inner side.
True.
Work with paradigm. If you want to make it in life, you have to change your mindset, change your habits, and change the things around you. Successful people always make use of time, which every second counts.
So how do you cope instead of being envied by your age mates and people around you?
I'll be lying if I say I don't mind them. But truly speaking, I take it as a free advertisement. Whatever we do, whether it's good or bad, still, there must be some news broadcasting which they don't charge to advertise, and that saves money. Mostly, if you want to make it in life, never mind what people say behind your back.
In other words, Mr. Maseko, our fellow listeners have to use critics as a stepping stone to succeed. Somebody there at home might need to get hold of you, so how they can reach you?
I agree with you on the critics point. My fellow listeners can get on hold of me via LinkedIn Linear Group, on Facebook, facebook.com/lineargroup.com, or telephonic 061 451 6740. Please only contact us on our trading hours, 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock p.m., Monday to Friday. I really like to thank the fellow listeners who took their time in listening to my story, and thank you, Mr. Dzombeni, for inviting me in your studio channel. As well, I would like to thank the most highly man who managed to gather us tonight. Thank you, Lord.
Don't forget that you are on Dzombeni Motivational Studio channel. Fellow listeners, because of time, we hope to be with Mr. Maseko next week. Same time, same place. For more info about tonight's show and Dzombeni Motivational channel, you can get hold of us via email at dzombenis33@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.